Hi, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm Claire Akin with Indigo Marketing Agency, and today I'm really excited to tell you about our new independent websites for independent financial advisors. Now, we are offering these new WordPress websites to upgrade your website, give it the best functionality available, and lower your monthly costs. We build these sites with just a one-time fee, and then you own your website forever. You only have to pay as low as $12 a month to host your site. No one can turn it off. No one can take it away from you. So it's really an independent way to have the best website available at a fraction of the monthly costs. So today I want to show you a little bit of a before and after of a website we just created and show you how to save over $2,000 a year on your site. So first of all, let me walk you through the before of this website that we created. This is the website that came to us, and you can see there's not a lot of content on this site. It's pretty dated from an aesthetic standpoint. You can see there's some issues like the copyright says 2016. There's just not a lot of information here, and that's really common with advisors' websites. A lot of times you spent time and money to develop your site years ago, but you haven't updated it in a long time, or you haven't taken the time to really work on your site and add features that help your website to rank better in search results and to actually convert more visitors into prospects. And so one of the main things I want you to take a note of and notice on this site is that, first of all, it's not secure. And so if you go up here, your connection to this site is not secure. This is a huge problem because Google penalizes sites that aren't secure, and they won't show up as well in search results. And so you can see the site isn't secure, so that's definitely something we're going to want to fix. It also doesn't look that great on a mobile device, and since over 50% of traffic comes to advisors' websites from a mobile device, we want to make sure that the website is mobile responsive and looks perfect and is displayed perfectly on every mobile device. Another thing is there's no favicon up here. And so a favicon is this little icon that shows up right next to your website's name and the title. And so we're just going to want to make sure that, your website has all the bells and whistles and that it looks fantastic. And so this is the before version, and let me dive in and show you the after version. All right, so this is the after, and I'm so happy with how this site turned out. It looks beautiful. So this is Matchpoint Financial, and Chris Reed is an advisor down in Florida who is also a tennis player. And so you can see that we chose the photography for his site based on tennis. And so his clients and the people that he plays tennis with, this will really resonate for them. And so you can see it's a beautiful website. It's very minimalistic in the design. The aesthetic is professional, and it just turned out really nicely. And so you can see there's a few important things on this site that I want you to notice. The first is that it's secure. So remember on the before site, it wasn't secure. Now you can click up here, the connection is secure. We've purchased and installed an SSL security certificate, and that's why the prefix on the site is now HTTPS instead of HTTP. It's critically important to have your site be secure because Google gives secure sites preferential treatment. And so from a search engine optimization perspective, your site will get more traffic if it's secure. And it's also really important for the prospects or referrals who land on your site to see that it's secure and to get this credibility that you're a professional corporation or a firm and that your site doesn't give them any warnings about security. And so the next thing I want you to notice is this favicon up here. This is his logo that displays up here next to his description in the browser. And so it's really important to have a favicon to finish out the polish of your website. The site's also mobile responsive. So every person who comes to this site, whether they're on an iPhone or an iPad or a desktop or an Android, the site changes its configuration to fit that specific device. So it looks perfect on every single device that somebody views it from. The design looks fantastic. This is a modern WordPress theme, and you can see that we've chosen this photography specifically for this advisor based on his interests. And so that's really important. So there's no other advisors out there that are going to have this site with this photography. It's one of a kind, and it really represents him and his interests, and so it looks great. The next thing I want you to notice that's really important is that his specialization is front and center on his site. I talk about this all the time with advisors. The riches are in the niches. And if you're not embracing a specialty of who you serve and how you help them, you're really missing out on your marketing. Marketing for financial advisors is not going to be successful unless you embrace a specialty. And so this advisor makes it so crystal clear as you land on his site that they specialize in helping medical and pharmaceutical reps consolidate their 401k plans. And so it says changing companies can leave behind a trail of 401k plans with high fees and low options. We specialize in helping make the most of your retirement accounts. So it's crystal clear what he does and who he serves. And so I want you to put on your website front and center, and we'll help you if you hire us to build your site for you, exactly the one urgent problem that you solve for a specific group. Now, I know a lot of advisors are scared to embrace a specialty, and that's why we typically do 2 specialties on their homepage. One that's very narrow like this, and another that's very broad. So his other specialization target here is planning for retirement on your list of priorities. As a financial advisor in Ocala, Florida, we specialize in helping professionals with their retirement planning and investment management. So who doesn't consider themselves a professional with a retirement plan in mind? That basically covers everybody that you would want to work with. And so you have your broad focus here and then your specialization here. So you're not alienating anyone who comes to your site because they fit into one of these categories, but everyone who lands on your site is going to say, wow, this advisor understands my concerns and they're going to understand how to help me. So that's really important. The next thing I want you to notice on his new site is that there's calls to action all over his site. You can contact him, you can learn more, you can read about his story. This is really important to feature your story because people want to know what motivates you and kind of what makes you tick. And so this will get a ton of clicks. You can check out the different services that he offers. And this is another niche specific marketing effort here. How many 401ks do you have? Schedule a free review. So it makes it so easy for people to take the next step when they're on his site, maybe at 8 p.m. and his office is closed. They can still schedule an online appointment. And it's just so easy to schedule a second opinion and a cup of coffee or take all of these appropriate next steps for people who are interested. And so this is just an overview of a sample WordPress site. Of course, every site that we build is different, but they're really built with the future in mind. And so the idea is that you pay a one-time fee to develop a beautiful WordPress site, and you can, do your research on WordPress, but as a platform, it's the most popular website platform in the world. 20 to 30% of websites in the world are built on WordPress. And so for independent financial advisors, it really makes a lot of sense to have an independent site. You could have any website designer in the world work on your site and you own your site outright. So you don't have to pay my company or anyone else's to maintain your site. Nobody can turn it off. You just pay your internet hosting and you can choose whatever hosting company you'd like. And our clients pay on average $12 per month for their website into the future. So that's an average saving of over $2,600 per year forever to have the most cutting edge website built on the most cutting edge WordPress platform. So it's built with the future in mind. If you ever want to update your WordPress site, you would just upgrade to a new theme. The site and the platform are built out for security to improve security each and every month. And they're compatible with any plugin that you could want to maybe add a survey to your site or add, a different functionality or integration into your site. It's so easy using WordPress. And I think, the biggest factor for most advisors is just owning their own site and not being tied to any company. So no one can raise your prices and nobody can turn your website off. So if you're interested in an independent website for an independent financial advisor like you, get in touch. We're offering some great deals this month. You can check out our page on our website and check out some samples of different sites that we've recently built, but you can now get a WordPress website for just $1,250. It's a one-time fee, and then your hosting costs will be about $12 per month into the future. You can also couple this and save $350 if you also do our search engine optimization along with building your new website. So this is an incredible value. And if you need help writing your site, we allow you to save $450 if you do the whole bundle where we write your website for you, do your search engine optimization package, and build your site. So get in touch today. We can't wait to